Okay, this is the puzzle for Thursday, September 8th, 2022. Looks like the time to beat today is around 11 minutes. We'll see. It's a later in the week puzzle, so um, I might, uh, I'm likely to be a little bit slower than that target time, but we'll see. You never really know, especially with Thursdays. Thursdays usually have some kind of theme or gimmick. Um, Sometimes as simple as like circled squares, sometimes a rebus. Um, but we'll just have to go ahead and see. One on the run. Okay, let's jump around looking for an entry point. So this, I think, that's interesting. So Twitter handle used by the White House. I want to say it's like POTUS or something like that. But it's one letter short, which makes me think this could be the gimmick. But we definitely need to see some more clues before we settle on that. Hawaii's blank palace. So I never remember to spell this. I think it's like Iolani, something like that. Heavy British vehicle. I don't really know. Big whoop. Maybe it's Olay. At POTUS is looking better. Typically tortilla-less meals. Why specify tortilla-less? Get to the bottom of. Investigate doesn't quite fit. We might need more letters. First half. We'll try to get these short. Crosses love of texting. Could be like ILY. I don't really like that because love is, the L stands for love here, and love is in the clue. So that comes a little bit close to breaking a crossword rule, in my opinion. But this is the idea. It's going to be some kind of text abbreviation that roughly means love. Lacto-ovo vegetarianism is when you have cheese and eggs, but not meat. ILY isn't looking great. Spider blank, character in the Spider-Verse, Spider-Gwen. No, I don't think so. I haven't seen Spider-Verse. I've heard it's very good. I think Spider-Gwen might be like a comics character. Award-winning berry. Could it be Chuck Berry? Some formal attire. That's interesting. C is not promising there. I just want to say like vests or something like that. But it's not bad enough to take out. I think Chuck Berry probably won some awards. Although the C here doesn't look good. First half. So the K looks fine. V blank C doesn't look amazing. A blank IO blank U looks horrible. And the LV, yeah, the LV doesn't look great here. So I think I'm going to take out ILY because I don't really like it anyway. OVO is definitely right. Chuck is probably right, but I could take it out later. I think we'll come back to this corner. Verse, like poetry, stanza, neither of them fit. Ultimately become. Blank milk, there's soy milk, there's oat milk, there's almond milk, whole milk, skim milk. That seems most likely. Evening fare. Could be any number of things. Computer menu command. We'll come back. Member of the squad in DC for short is AOC. Apt focused of an annual festival in Holland, Michigan. I have no idea. Why would it be apt if it's in Holland, Michigan? We'll come back. Word with sale, tax, or planning, probably estate. Estate sale, the estate tax, or estate planning. Manicure target. It's your hands, right? Your nails. What do you call like the skin on the side of your nails? Cuticles. Okay, so cuticle doesn't fit. Programming language needed for a pioneering programmer is Ada, after Ada Lovelace. Collectible disc of the 1990s. I think those were Pogs. Computer menu command. The K isn't looking amazing here. One on the run. Yeah, so skim is wrong. So I don't really know what it is, but so because that's escapee. Send out. It's not really a thing. I am feeling like it could be two words. Prioritized in a way. Triaged. Some kind of milk. Envelop. Surround doesn't fit. Maybe there is a gimmick here. Because this looks like cuticle, and there's like a UT here. Maybe it's a rebus, and maybe this is like cuticle, and this is like at POTUS, and it's like blank T or something like that. Shut down is the computer command. Envelop is shroud. Tulips. I guess it's apt because the Netherlands is known for tulips, and it's Holland. Michigan. Arouse, as in tree, peak. Good for nothing. Low power. I'll do a U there. I guess use milk. Ultimately become is end up. Evening fare, supper, I guess. Maybe it's po et ry. I still don't know the British vehicle. I mean, unless it's a lorry. And it's actually FLOTUS. First rate. Officially noted. Typically tortilla-less meals. Yeah, okay, so it's not Chuck Berry. Get to the bottom of is uncover. First half is side 1. Love of texting. That still doesn't look right. First games. First rate. Like, it's looking like finery, but that doesn't really match like the case here. Also, I'm going to get absolutely crushed on the time. We're already pretty much behind pace. One might be cracked. Corn plant part. Stalk doesn't fit. Husk doesn't fit. Cob doesn't fit. Logger descriptor. I don't know. I mean, pale. Keys on a piano are probably the ebonies or ivories. No. In a bad way. Ill. Leaves with a traumatic memory. Come back to that one. Kind of cycle is an epicycle. He's saved by his sister in a story. I was going to put Moses, but it doesn't fit. So I guess we'll come back. Grass. Uh, could be slang for marijuana, but I can't, off the top of my head, I can't think of a three-letter, pot. Duh. Like many Hollywood heartthrobs, seemingly. I don't get my heart very throbbed by Hollywood. I'm not really experienced in that regard. What to do when you're not strong in a 1972 hit? Okay. I'm not that into the 1972 music. Simpsons character in a green sweater. Ned Flanders. I mean, they call him Flanders, not Ned. I'll put Ned, but I don't know that I like it. Goo for a batter. My first thought was like dough, but it could be like a baseball thing. If they like put some kind of stuff on their hands or something. In which case I would have no idea. Puts down. I'll come back. Film character depicted using CGI and old footage in The Rise of Skywalker. That was Leia, I believe, because Carrie Fisher died before filming. What to do when you're not strong? I want to say it's like Lean on Me. And Lean on ME. So I think it's states. So this is Utah. This is Maine. No, it's not states, because ET isn't a state. Neither is TR, neither is RY. So I guess also the state, it could be NM. So it's Lean on Me, but it's not obvious to me where the rebus is in here. It's Lean on Me with a rebus in there somewhere. Least likely to get up from the couch, say, probably idlest. Paul of Fame. Okay, that's cute, but I have no idea. I want to know what I missed. Fill me in? No, fill works, but I mean, it fits physically, but I like epicycle and idlest. I might take them out, but key concept in feminist theory. I can't think of anything that fits with this letter combination. So maybe I'm taking out epicycle and idlest. Starts to go out of control. The IE looks really bad. So we'll take out both of these and put in Fill Me In, and we'll see where we go from there. U.S. tourist locale that inspired this puzzle. Okay, so this must be the four corners. So probably in each corner. So in this corner there's Utah. In this quarter there is New Mexico. So it is states. It's not poetry, although I still like Lori here. And there must be so there's a CO here. CO right here. CO for Colorado, and down here is going to be an AZ for Arizona somewhere. Right here specifically, because least likely to get from the couch is laziest. Oops. Of course, the four corners monument is where the four states that have right angles happen to meet, to mutually meet, which are, wait, is it Utah or is it Nevada? No, it's not Nevada, it's Utah. Yeah. So this is looking this is looking like a good area for this CO because CD looks horrible, but uncover fits very nicely, and a CO here, the V I really like, and I don't really like CO blank V at all. So I don't really know what to do with that. This also, it doesn't look any better. So with the poetry gone, I think this could be finest, which is what I want it to be. Here's the CO, because this officially noted is on record. And the O is wrong, which makes me happy, because it isn't like that. But get to the bottom of is now unravel. That's it. Love of texting is bae, I guess. Nobody should have told Will Shortz that bae was a word. Taco Bulls. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, it is Spider-Gwen. Award-winning berry is Halle Berry. Press material. I guess you might physically press some kind of flower. Obviously, it could be press in the sense of like the media. Some formal attire. Still don't know on that one. Is this some versus Posey? P-O-E-S-Y. First games. Openers. Inside the NBA error is probably TNT. That's a channel, right? Entrees cooked in slow cookers are pot roasts. Low power is a squire, I guess. They have some power, but they're less than knights, my best guess. Step on it is an insole. That's a thing that you step on. One might be cracked. Logger descriptor. I was thinking that it might be pale. I like that a lot better now. Starts to go out of control. Spirals. One might be cracked. A smile. You might crack a smile. Key concept in feminist theory is the male gaze. Picks up. Try it again. Like many Hollywood heartthrobs, seemingly. Something to do with age? I'm not sure I understand where that one's going. He's saved by his sister in a story. I still don't know. Organization whose annual budget isn't public. Is it the NRA? The NHS? No, the NHS. I don't really. It could be true of the NRA, but I don't really get why that's the clue for it. 2005 biopic in which Philip Seymour Hoffman plays the title role. I don't know. Extreme racing event is the Iron Man. Daisy relatives are asters. I feel like, of course it's a very convenient crossword word, but I feel like it's one of those words that has been in like 4 puzzles just in the past 2 weeks. Goo for a batter. Some kind of tar, I guess. Puts down. Saddens. So a pun, I guess. Capote, I guess, is the biopic. Oh, of course, I should have gotten the O. Is it side tar? Aid tar? Is beneficial. Helps. Pied tar? Bombs? It's not really a verb. So, is beneficial. Ah, yes, yes indeed. Okay, I wanted to just put yes for this. They require glasses. That's probably an S there. Yeah, because picks up is going to be something that ends in S. Some formal attire. Press materials. Or press material. Keys on a piano. That's a strange ending. I don't know. I don't know what that could be. Leaves the traumatic memory is scars. Press material. Oh, you press garlic. I don't know if I'm going to get the keys on the piano one. I might have to get it from... oh, Alicia Keys. Keys the last name. Really got me there. Some formal attire. Heels, I guess. Formal. It's probably... Well... I believe... R looks horrible there. The NBA, but the B looks horrible there too. Unfortunately, I don't know the corn plant part, so we might have to wait until the end and learn the alphabet, which kind of sucks. What many verbs indicate? The tense, there's plural. Who gets saved by their sister in a story? Paul of Fame. Les Paul? Hollywood heartthrobs are ageless. Picks up his senses. What have we here? Question mark. I'm not sure I understand the clue. They require glasses. Toasts. Yeah, I thought that might be not glasses like for your eyes, but glasses like for a drink. Ah, yes, yes indeed. If this is tis, that's a horrible clue. If that's accurate, I don't respect that in the slightest. I'm sorry. That might be the worst clue that I could think of for tis. It doesn't make any sense. What many verbs? But I mean, I'm just putting it in because what else could it be? What else could be T blank S? I mean, it makes the most sense. It just still makes no sense. What many verbs indicate? Yeah, with this S down here, I would want to put like a ness, but of course TNS doesn't make any sense. Small grinder, maybe. Maybe grinder like a sandwich? I don't think that really works. It's not really a New York slang either, so I don't know if they put it in the New York Times. But what, I mean, I'm not even really sure what they mean by grinder, though, in that case. Like, there's, like, herb grinders, like a mortar and pestle, but, of course, that doesn't fit, and why would they be small? Is beneficial. So, I want to say this would be something like helps, but, okay, so we'll put it in and see what it looks like. What I don't like is this. Um, this doesn't look like a word to me. Now, I'm not really expecting to recognize this phrase, but I hope that it's at least made of individual things that are words. Um, but I could be wrong if it's a phrase that I've never heard of anyway. So a small grinder, a tooth. So that makes a lot of sense. I think it probably is helps, and I am just learning a new word, I guess. Um, so I was thinking these. I don't really get the clue. Um, again, oh, Hansel is saved by his sister Gretel. That's a good clue. What have we here? These. So, like, there's some sort of wordplay going on, obviously, but I guess I just don't get it. I mean, like, it's sort of vague. It sounds correct to me enough that I thought it was true. Like, my intuition was first to put these, but I couldn't explain to you why. Similar thing with tis. Like, tis, I mean, maybe you could imagine that someone pompous and pretentious would say tis instead of ah yes, yes indeed, and mean the same thing. But like that's really stupid. Like I don't think any human being would actually say that. Um, they might say it is, but I don't think anyone just says tis with no context. At least nobody who uh, was born after the year 1700. Um, and similarly here, like I couldn't explain why I couldn't explain this clue. I could not explain this clue to you. I'm certain it's correct, but I couldn't explain it. Um, that makes so much more sense than squire. Square is a low power, it's the power of 2, and verbs indicate actions. So that makes a lot of sense. And I guess probably the tassel. So something's wrong. So it's not this. Square is totally right. That makes a lot of sense now. Actions makes a lot of sense. So it doesn't have to be the tassel. But NSA makes perfect sense here, and tassel actually being a word is fair. So I'm looking at pied tar, which isn't anything. So I'm wondering if there's another word that means is beneficial that isn't helps, that shares 4 letters with it. So I might run the alphabet here. D H K L Helms, not really. N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. Okay, so I like helps here. It could be that the problem is in a different spot here. So Leia that's spelled correctly. Plus, it's got to be at, I think. I think this is clearly Ned, even though I don't like this clue either. Capote or Capote, could just be Capote. I don't actually know how to pronounce his name. I didn't see the movie. Iron Man, of course, is right. And Asters is right. So I guess it's pied tar. Peat tar? Never heard of it. I assume it's a baseball thing. But I really don't know. So I think the problem is somewhere else. Alicia Keys is certainly correct. Scars is certainly correct. Pod is correct, and also the crossings are correct. Small grinder is absolutely tooth, and I like that clue. I hate this clue, but I think it's right. Toasts require glasses. A good for nothing, I guess, is a cur. Pique is arouses intrigue. An insole is you step on, fill me in. Male gaze is feminist theory. Starts to get out of control. Spirals. So estate sale, envelop is shroud, manicure target is the cuticle. Ada is a programming language, and it's named for Ada Lovelace. Pog is, I think, correct. I never collected them, despite being alive in the 1990s. To be fair, I wasn't really doing that much in the 1990s, so it was just existing. Used milk makes sense considering the acrosses. End up makes sense. Finest works. Lori completely makes sense. Big whoop could be Olay. Taco bowls. I'm also sort of looking for misspellings or typos that I missed. Taco bowls makes sense. Unravel makes sense. Side one. It's got to be that. Openers for first games. I think that works. Yeah, that works. The only parts that I would, yeah, I mean, yeah. The only crossings that aren't, in my view, verified are maybe TNT and tassel. I think the S here has to be right because the clue is plural, and given everything else, I think the N makes sense. Makes more sense than anything else. Pot roasts are entrees cooked in slow cookers. Insel we already did. Peak we already did. Curb we already did. Garlic is pressed material. Actions. Verbs indicate actions. Some formal attire. Attire could be heels. I think it is heels. Fill me in. I want to know what I missed. The NSA is in public. What if we just put NRA? Okay, yeah, it's got to be NSA. Spirals, male gaze, toasts, Capote, Iron Man, Asters. These, I hate it, but it's true and helps. So Les Paul, I mean, he's a musician, I think. He's got a guitar named after him that I used in Guitar Hero. I think, possibly. I don't know. I know it from somewhere. Plus is add. Escapee is one on the run. Flotus is used by the White House. Shut down is a computer menu command. It doesn't have to be Iolani Palace, but I think it is. Triage makes sense. On record has to be right. AOC is right. Supper. Bay sadly is right. Tulip. I think that's how you spell posy. Lacto ovo is right. Paradisical is Edenic. So TNT. Yep. Spider Gwen works. Square works. Halle Berry works. Four corners is the revealer. You crack a smile. Corn plant part is tassel. This is so frustrating. This is very frustrating. I don't know what's wrong. Loggers is pale. I'm gonna look up pied tar because that's the one that is really screaming to me that something is wrong. Oh my god. Plus is and it's pine tar. Okay. Yeah, okay. So that was, of course, a horrible showing. And part of that was me. Like, I knew this was wrong, or I knew this didn't look right. I was too willing to accept that it was just a word I didn't know. I should have put more scrutiny on this one. I got it eventually. But it was already taking me a while, even before that. So I think I made it clear that I absolutely hate this clue, and I absolutely hate this clue. This clue, as much as it fooled me because I don't know much about baseball, like, it's not unfair. I just didn't get it. There are things that I liked. I think the theme is a good theme. It helped with the solve. And it was a good theme. Kind of Cycle is an REM cycle. Oh yeah, okay, that's cool. What else did I like? I liked some things, probably. Despite it getting me, I thought Keys on Piano being Alicia, I thought that was good. It got me. It was good. Taco Bowls was good. You might be able to tell I didn't really like this puzzle overall, but of course there are good parts of it. Anyway, normally Thursday is probably my favorite day of the week because the themes are often clever, but there's always next week. All right, that's it for today.